Well, my KBPS, whatever that means, is now green. Thank you, Staffer. I now hope that things are not garbage. Of course, on Steam, or not Steam. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that on here. On Twitch, it says that I have a horrible connection, but on OBS it says I have good connection, so hopefully it's fine. There you go. Okay. Now if it acts up again, I'll just cry. I don't even have that much time. But anyway, we made it back. I'll go for a little bit longer, since it seems like everything is okay. What was I talking about? Yeah, Stagger, you made me laugh too much when I was trying not to laugh. And Twitch got mad. What's up with that? You were too funny. Oh yeah, I remember something I was gonna do. I have, Pop Rocks. I don't know if this sounds good. It might. But I was gonna try putting Pop Rocks in my mouth and see if it sounds good or not. Mostly I just want to eat them. I can't get it open. Someone come open it for me. Ooh. Also, I need at least one person to redeem the new redeems that I put in there, because it's kind of messed up that no one has. It's kind of messed up for real. I put the new redeems in there. I might have to leave them just because I want somebody to freaking redeem them. Dang it. It's hogwash. Can you hear the Pop Rocks? They're tasty. They're giving me shivers too because they're sour. I think they make a really fun sound. They feel cool too, of course, because they're Pop Rocks. Blue raspberry. I love me some blue raspberry. It's like a crackling fireplace. I'm trying to hold my breath though so that I don't breathe directly in your ears. They're tasty. I can feel them popping in my throat still. I don't know if you can hear them though. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm definitely gonna listen back to this VOD and see what that sounded like. I've still got a little bit more in the package though. Not much. I'm glad you like it. I've had them sitting on my desk for since Christmas, I think. I'm trying to wait until I could do that. Pretty tasty, pretty tasty. Not the best combo with chocolate milk, but it is, still good. I don't know who Mr. John is. I do know, have you seen the ghost of John? Wouldn't it be chilly with no skin on? I do know that. I Thank you, Quickie. That did feel like it was gonna be bad, didn't it? Thank you very much, Quickie. It's a cute little song, though, isn't it? I used to sing that song. I used to sing it whenever I was a kid to my little brother. It was just because my little brother was fucking terrified of it. If I sang that song, he would freak out and start crying. And I was a shitty little kid. So I thought it was really funny. I can still feel the pop rocks in my throat. I wonder if anybody's ever done pop rocks for ASMR before. It's a fun little Halloween song. Oh. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Stagger, you couldn't see it because it was blocked. Automod blocked it. Got a random person spamming hate in the chat. And Automod blocked it. I've never had that happen before. That's kind of funny. That's my first one. He's mad. Look how cute he is. I took a screenshot of it and I actually think it's really funny. I'm gonna post it in a group chat really quickly. Hi, Lavos. My day is going well. I don't know why my connection, why stream lagged all of a sudden earlier, but things are going good. Do you think that person was pissed off because we banned the other two? I wonder if they were connected in any way. Either that or they were just going after some of the tags that I have in my tags, but who knows? It's pretty funny, honestly. I might actually... Oh yeah. Yeah, there's some pretty random names. I'm also I'm actually going to send that screenshot to the heroes too while I'm thinking of it. But yeah, that was funny. It's crazy how much free time some people have. But anyway, how are you doing today, Levels? How are you? What are you doing? How are you doing? Did you eat well today? Did you have yummy food? Have you drank water? I hope so. My phone keeps going off. My coworkers are in a group chat. They added me to a group chat of 15 people. Literally almost everybody that I work with. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. The only thing that sucks is that it's actually like useful to be in there sometimes, because I can text them and be like, hey, can you cover me on this day or whatever, or trade me a shift or whatever, you know. But they're just in there chatting right now. So my phone is going off a little bit. But luckily I'm a good streamer sometimes, and I have it set to it's silenced. It's just vibrating. But it is a little bit annoying how it keeps going off. But they went roller skating today, so they seem to have had a good time. I wanted to go roller skating with them next week, but they can't. Like the host, the guy that organizes it, is busy next weekend, or next Wednesday rather. So I have to wait until the following Wednesday. So we'll see. That's another one of my squishies. It's supposed to sound like snow, but it might not sound like snow. It is really fun to squeeze though. This particular squishy, it has a powder in it, and it's like a rubber skin on the outside, and it's got a lot of air in there and powder, right? It's supposed to resemble squeezing snow. You can hear it a little bit. But anyway, I love to squish it and like really squeeze it. But oh my god, the temptation to bite it is so strong. I want to bite it so bad, but it's not made for biting. I want to bite it so bad. Can someone make me a rubber thing with air and powder on the inside? And like, I think it's like baking soda or something. But make it biteable. Make it biteable, please. I need it. I want to bite it so bad. I want to bite the powder, but I don't want the powder in my mouth. It just feels so nice. I want to feel it on my teeth. I'm gonna put it down. What? Stagger, I know you mean well, and I appreciate you so much. but you could not be further from what it's more akin to like imagine a balloon with powder in it, with like baking soda in it. The Hostess snowballs are cake with a marshmallow in them. Also, I don't want it to break in my mouth. I just want to be able to bite it. I need it to be like a rubber that won't rip. Like an unrippable rubber with powder in it. A really strong balloon that my teeth won't break through. That's what I want. Ooh, I'm gonna try rubbing my nails together, tapping my nails. A tapping noise. Oh my god, you're so fucking smart. You're so smart, Stagger. Cornstarch is perfect. You're so right. I just need a rubber outside that's strong enough so that my teeth don't rip it. I need a strong outer layer, but still soft. Anyway, these are my nails. How's that? Here's my phone case. You know what, that's getting me a little bit. I feel like that's a good one. Could you hear it vibrate? It went off again. I feel like that's a good one. Oh, like Velcro. You know, I actually really enjoy Velcro. One of my favorite fidgets is something that I have not been able to find in a bigger size. So honestly, if you ever find this, let me know. But let's see if I can find it. I found it. So basically, I didn't find it. This is something similar. What is wrong? Oh, this is nice. Ooh, that's actually perfect. Okay. I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found something else. Anyway, one of my favorite fidget things that I have is it's shaped like a little egg, and it's rubber with Velcro, and so you rip the Velcro and it doesn't go anywhere because it's rubber, so you can't like fuck it up. You just flatten it right back down and you rip it again. I want that, but bigger, because what the one I have is so small. Clearly too small because I fucking lost it. But I love it. But normal Velcro won't do because the rubber has such a nice tactile feel to like grab it and rip it. It's the autism Stagger. I'm just so autistic. I'm just riddled with autism. But anyway, it's so nice. It's so nice. You can just grab it and rip it and you don't have to touch the Velcro, which frankly I don't like very much because I don't like touching Velcro. So it's perfect. It's a perfect little toy, but I can't find it. And I want it bigger with rubber, but I can't find that either. Someone who can make things. Please. I want it. I want something with like a nice handle. Like make it something grippable with like a strip of rubber on the side with Velcro. So I can just rip it. Make it at least like a forearm's length. Yeah. Something like that. I wonder where it is. I'm gonna think about that until I find it. Oh, really? Well, you should try them sometime. Like, especially if you're a fidgeter, if you like mess with stuff. Like, my thing was I played with my hair too much and it would get tangled horrible. So I had to start getting things to mess with. And then I would also like tear paper and doodle all over everything, and like I'm always fucking with stuff. I used to tear sequins off my clothes. All kinds of things. I needed some kind of tactile, like something in my hands. So fidget stuff. I'm always on the lookout. I love fidget stuff. Especially things that are like hard and not like shapeable. Like I like having an action, but I don't like it to just be a squish. I like being able to like with the Velcro, it's like rip, put it back, rip, put it back, you know? Whereas a squish is just a squish, you know? Which is also why I like the snowball one, because you can squish it and you can like pack it inside there and then break it back up. So it's more than just a one action. It's more than one action. I like it that way. But I just found a fidget cube. I just found my fidget cube that I forgot I had. It used to have a little recording device on it because it's made to be an ASMR cube, but of course it's a gimmick, so it's not good for that, like as far as the recording device goes. Sorry, that was loud. But I do enjoy the other parts of it, such as it's got a little ribbed thing on it that you can do this to. Oh wait. I enjoy that. Oh, that's even better. I like that. And then it's got a little brush thing. I would get more for you, bub. I would get more for you. Drop the addy. I'll buy you something. This has a little brush on it. I love the little brush. I don't know if you can hear it properly. That's so good. I'll send you pictures too of what I've got. There's some really nice things on Amazon you can get. as well as things that are like silent. I have one thing that's like it's called a roller. And you just roll it in your hands and it flop it around. And it's super satisfying. I actually bought one for Zio for him to play with. I don't know how much he likes it though. He hasn't told me. I like it though. I got one that's metal, so it's cold and it's pink. I really enjoy pink. You can't tell because I have a little purple in my design. But it just felt the most fitting for a moth. For some reason, to me. I could have been a pink moth, but I didn't want to I wanted to be unique. I didn't end up being very unique though. There's a lot of other moths. But hopefully I'm different enough. Thank you, Beetle. I'll take a drink of my milk. I decided that I'm going to leave those redeems up. A dust ox? That's a moth. Whether or not you want to catch the dust ox decides if you like me. Oh yeah. There's a lot of YouTubers out there. A lot of the same kind. I even spoke briefly with a VTuber who is cheese themed. He's literally just a cheese man. I need to reach out to him again. There was possibility of a collab happening. And then we got busy. Oh, darn. The dust dogs. How's the clicking sound? Do you like this click? It's satisfying to do, but I don't know if it's satisfying to listen to. That's definitely loud. I'm not gonna do that. Those are switches. Again, satisfying to do, but I don't know how they sound. Best one's definitely this brush. I love this brush. I enjoy that. That's a good sound. I'm glad I found that thing. I did not remember that I had it. But I suppose the winner was the Pop Rocks, huh? Oh, thank you for the follow, Resting Splash. Thank you, thank you. I missed it because I had my sound alerts turned off. I didn't want to startle anybody with my loud alert. Made that mistake once already. It's been very cold lately. A very cold winter. Does not feel good. Are any of you guys... It's okay, Stacker. You don't have to do a frowny face. It's okay. Does anybody else go on Amazon a lot? I'm pretty bad about it. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm so tempted to get new pairs of earrings. The temptation is so real. I want new earrings. But they added a new thing to Amazon. It's called, ooh. So romantic, Stugler. But, they added a new thing to Amazon called Haul. And supposedly it's like all, discount stuff. And I don't understand it. It's almost like Amazon's version of Shein or Temu or something. Temu, however you say it. Oh, that's a really pretty necklace though. Sorry, now I'm shopping. It's so weird. I don't understand. Because it's all just so random. And it's... Save 50% off. Doesn't make any sense. It's cheap already. Oh, and the cart system is different. I guess that's true. It's so weird. I don't personally, I don't shop on I don't shop on Temu, however you say it. I don't buy anything off of there. All of it's like really low quality. The only thing I've ever gotten off of there was my little sister wanted specific stuff off of there for Christmas, and so I got some of it, and in order to get a discount, they make you spend a certain amount or whatever. So I was looking at it and I got little like charm things. They're like little spoons and little tarot cards and shit like that, just little things. And I used that as trinkets for the trinket trade at the Renaissance Fair. And it worked alright for that. For little trinkets that the only purpose of them is to give them away. It was okay. But I would never buy anything off of there and like expect quality. Just little goofy things, just the one time. Because after you buy things, it comes at you again with the same thing. And it says, spend another like $100 to save another $100, and then you spend $100, and then it does it again. It's so silly. It's all a scam. None of it's real. It's hilarious though, whenever I go visit my parents and I can tell exactly what my mom got off Temu. I'll walk up and there'll be a new doormat and it'll be like the worst quality AI BS that I've ever seen. And I'm just like, Mom, did you get this off of the Temu? She's like, yeah. How'd you tell? I'm like, well, that elephant's got 3 ears. So that was a little telling. She's like, huh, I'd never noticed. I'm like, you poor thing. Getting old is truly an affliction. Oh yeah. What is up with that? The older you get, the more you just want to waste all of your money. You're like, wow, what a good deal for a necklace that's costume jewelry. Pure costume jewelry. It's Sam. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy. But yeah, a folding skillet that's only for paninis, but whenever you try to use it, it falls apart. Or, oh my god, my dad, he fell for one of those microwave bowls with the lid. It's supposed to be like this magic egg cooker. Have you ever seen that infomercial? It's like this little thing, you pop an egg in there and it's like perfectly poached eggs every time. Put it in the microwave for 5 minutes and it's perfect. And it's literally just like a little a little ceramic dish. And he uses it, and he swears that this egg is perfect. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, Dad, you could have done the same shit just by cracking an egg in a bowl. He's like, no, it has a special lid. It has a special lid, and it's got a hole in the lid for the steam. I'm like, okay, put a paper towel on the lid, on the bowl. Put a paper towel on the bowl with the egg in it. I'll give you the same thing. It's not a $35 dish that goes in the microwave. You silly, silly man. But he can't help it. He just is a silly, silly man. Yeah. Or, those pots and pans that were like copper lined or whatever. Those were crazy too. They're like completely non-stick. Magic. Completely lined with copper. Oh shit. And then there's also water bottles now. I saw they made water bottles that supposedly put an extra hydrogen ion into your water, which would therefore make the water like more hydrating because it's got more hydrogen. And I don't trust that. You've already got 2 hydrogen per oxygen. I do not trust that. But you put water in that bottle and you turn it on, and it looks like it's like aerating it almost. Bubbles start to appear, and then the water is cloudy. Whoa, I don't believe it. I don't trust it. I haven't looked it up, but now I'm tempted to. I am tempted to look it up. If you add hydrogen to water, okay. Disclaimer, I'm reading this off the internet. Hydrogen water is regular water that's been enhanced with molecular hydrogen gas known as H2. Hydrogen is tasteless, colorless, odorless gas that can be combined with other elements such as oxygen. Regular water is made up of 3 atoms, 1 oxygen and 2 hydrogen. That's why water is H2O. Hydrogen is said to have certain benefits. The theory is that adding an extra H2 to water will improve your health. The research thus far on hydrogen water's health benefits is limited, which means it's not real. Manufacturers sometimes sell hydrogen water bottled with the gas already added to it. You can also buy systems to make hydrogen water at home, similar to products that carbonate regular water. Hydrogen water is also called hydrogen-rich water or hydrogenated water. So, research is limited, which ordinarily is scholarly terms for it's not real and it doesn't do anything. Electrolytes? Now, electrolytes are different. Let's see. Electrolytes are substances that have a naturally positive or negative electrical charge when dissolved in water. They help your body regulate chemical reactions, maintain the balance between fluids inside and outside your cells, and more. An adult's body is approximately 60% water, which means nearly every fluid and cell in your body contains electrolytes. They help your body regulate chemical reactions, maintain the balance between fluids inside and outside of your cells, and more. So, having a healthy amount of electrolytes in your body pretty much makes your osmosis possible. Makes water and shit travel the way it's supposed to, I guess. So electrolytes are good. They do help with hydration because they allow the water that you drink to travel in your body. So electrolytes are a proven thing. Earthbound musing? Well, you can thank Poppy, my goddess. I love her. She's so talented. I love her. But yeah, electrolytes are cool. I like electrolytes. Do you like hearing me read things? Because I could read more things. Gosh, what if... Well, Gatorade. So, Gatorade is not my favorite sports drink. It is... okay, but it has a lot of sugar in it. I'll take a drink full, thank you. There are other things with electrolytes in them, such as Pedialyte. Pedialyte is pretty alright as far as your health. I'm pretty sure... Now, I'm gonna look this up before I say this. Okay, yes, I'm right. Okay. Citrus fruits have electrolytes in them. So, lemon water. Squeeze some lemon juice in your water, orange juice in your water, grapefruit, what have you. And that will give you some electrolytes as well. They also have potassium and calcium, which are both good. Heated lemon water is good for your tummy as well. Calms your bell. But anyway, how funny would it be if I read one of the fan fictions? One of the yeah, I can't find my words, but you know what I'm talking about. What was that person's name again? Hana Mizuho. I'm just gonna look up Ellis Adelberg. There is the one that I wrote. And then there's Hana Mizuho. Then there's Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy. That one's crazy. That one is crazy. I'm gonna read my own. The sun glistened over the ocean as the azure tide stood on a cliff, surveying the horizon. The wind whipped around him, and his expression was one of intense concentration. Another day, another villain to thwart, he muttered to himself, his voice dripping with seriousness. Just then, a loud crash broke his reverie. Sorry, I've got it, Simon squeaked, tripping over a rogue beach ball and face-planting right next to a group of seagulls. They scattered, squawking indignantly. Ellis raised an eyebrow, clearly unimpressed. Meow boy, do you intend to be a hero or audition for a slapstick comedy? Both? Simon replied sheepishly, fumbling to regain his balance. I mean, I can totally help. Just give me a sec. Ellis sighed, shaking his head as he turned his attention back to the distant ocean. Later, in their battleship, complete with cat tree for Simon. Elos paced back and forth, arms crossed. We need to work on your agility, meow boy. The last time we faced an oceanic enemy, you spent more time entangled in seaweed than fighting. Hey, at least I didn't end up as shark bait, Simon shot back, trying to sound tough, but accidentally knocking over a stack of papers. Whoops. Elos sighed, the corners of his mouth twitching. Focus, sighed Jean. If you don't improve, I'll have to get you a cape that says, I'm just here to watch the hero. Is it bad that I'd wear that? Simon grinned, his face turning red. Elos, trying and failing to hide his amusement, let out a breath and shook his head again. During a training session on the beach, Simon decided to show off his newfound skills. Watch this, he shouted, attempting to flip off a small dune. Instead, he landed face first into the sandcastle, much to Elos's chagrin. Simon, are you? Elos began, but he couldn't finish as he burst into laughter. It was a rare sound, deep and genuine. Simon looked up, his face covered in sand, and started laughing too. Elos shook his head, still chuckling. You're a disaster, but you're my disaster. The moment hung in the air, charged with something more than just banter. Simon's heart raced. You mean it? Of course I do, Elos said, a fond glint in his eye. Who else would I trust to save my lunch from seagulls? Simon took a breath to respond, but just before he could, suddenly, a skeletal shark rocketed out of the water in their direction. Shocked into seriousness by the event, Elos swiftly got into battle position. Kai-ho! The transformation incantation rang out, seeming to echo upon the ocean, vibrating the very beach they stood on. The sound swirled like a whirlpool until it was one, wrapping and whipping around the Admiral, the cascade of water only breaking apart when the transformation was complete, revealing the one and only Azure Tide. The moment was as quick as a breath, though Simon's eyes stayed glued to it, as it seemed to drag in its reverence. He felt the familiar swell of pride, seeing this hero, his hero, swat the shark away as if it were insignificant as a fly. Only when he heard the maniacal laughter of the villain, Dr. Sandoon, did his trance break. Bwahahaha. The villain laughed, rising from the lowering tide, wet sand dripping from under his lab coat. Azure Tide, pleasure to see you again. It isn't and never will be a pleasure, Doctor, Elos retorted. Yeah, Simon called supportively, albeit unhelpfully, as he attempted to stand. He did so slowly and clumsily, but managed to stay on his feet. Simon, I need you to get it together, Elos commanded. Right, I'm on it, Simon yelled, only to slip on the wet sand and land on his back, staring up at the sky. I got this. Elos couldn't help, but rolled his eyes and managed to help Simon up with a torrent of water from the ocean. Come on, meow boy, we fight together. To be continued. ... Meow boy is a very clumsy fellow. A very clumsy fellow. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Let's see. I kind of feel like reading I'll read a random thing that I wrote. This one gosh, I don't know when this was. I kind of wish it would tell me. It's very old though. I definitely wrote it something like 8 to 10 years ago, something like that. Okay. Let me actually check this real quick. Gozira, thank you for the follow. Sorry I missed it. I have my alerts turned off. But thank you so much. Alright. So this I wrote a long time ago. Like I said, okay. I began walking. The sun in my face was so new. This world, this air, so new. I've never seen anything like it before. These floating molecules dancing around me, within me. I've lived here my entire life. No, my entire existence. And I've never lived to see this. Have I ever lived to see anything before? I think back despite myself. I remember all the darkness in the air before this. What is this? This new world I love already. The stark difference to what it was before. I look down. I see wounds and scars, proving the world before this one was a world that I did live in, or existed in, at least. This new one is the one I truly live in. I don't want to remember any longer. In fact, I need not remember any longer. The heat and the darkness and the cold. All that is here is true warmth, and that's all I need to know. Can you see me? Can you feel that I am here? I'm standing, floating. I am in this air, watching you. I have loved you for so long. Do you hear my music? Can you feel my affection toward you? I'm trying my best, trying so hard to cover you in warmth and happiness. I love you so very much, my sweet child. Can't you see? I'm right here in front of you. I'm right here. What is this? I can't stop thinking. I see you so much, yet I feel so blind. I've never seen before, and I cannot see now. I feel nothing, but it's so warm and bright. I feel so calm. I feel so safe. But I am so confused. Am I meant to know something? Know someone? I miss someone. Who is it? Who am I? How can you not see me? I'm right here in front of you. I have saved you. I have loved you. What is this feeling? I feel as if I must reach out. Yes, reach out. Reach out to me. Take my hand. Let me lead you. I can love you so much more. I will keep you warm. But it hurts. Yes, feel. And die. The end. I don't know what that was. I wrote it a long time ago. It was a one-off. That's all it was. I also don't know if you could tell, but it was from 2 different perspectives. Or was it? I don't know. It was something, that's for sure. I don't like this one. This song is not calm. I think this whole album is a screaming album. Okay. Did you like it? Did you like my story? Did you enjoy? Thank you, Beetle. That's high praise coming from you. I found another random thing that I wrote. I'm gonna read it too. I didn't pre-read it, so hopefully it's not terrible. This one's even older though. I have no idea how long ago I wrote this. Oh. Thank you. Ryup? Ryup? Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in. I hope you are enjoying whatever I am doing right now. I also hope that stream is still okay and not stuttering. It seems like it's okay. Okay, here's another thing that I wrote many years ago. Funny enough, the first line. I'm no good at writing. I prefer drawing, the fluid motion of my hand, my pen on the paper. I prefer listening to a song and inking down my feelings and my thoughts the way the song makes me feel. I can't do that writing. The music leaves me before I can hit one key. The words are gone before my language can imprint upon the lines on the screen. That's why I like to draw. A song full of pain, I can ink a tear-filled character much faster than I can write one. I can try to describe the second-hand pain a song can give me from the perspective of the person experiencing it firsthand, but it just doesn't come to me. I can't form a picture in a mind as well as I can on a canvas. If I could tell you of this feeling, these feelings, you'd feel them too. But I can't. I can only bring your eyebrows together into a furrow when you see the painting. I can only imprint myself into your heart with the colors and lines. Writing just doesn't come to me like that. Writing is rushed. It takes a lot of time and patience to drag out a story or to keep too many things from happening at one time. Drawing thrives on too many things. There is a speedy balance of a million shapes and bounding feelings. It hits at once, and it is supposed to. Writing is slow, a slow burn that I have no patience for. That is why I do like poetry. I like to write a poem or a short poetry-like story, a small thing to envelop everything I want to capture. I do love hearing my art, and I draw to what I hear. I write how I feel, and I hear it afterwards. Ever since I used to create as best I can. This, whatever it is that I'm typing onto this page, it's not anything near what a professional, an artist of language and words and feelings. It's nothing like they would write. This tosses. It began one way, and it's everywhere now. I am not connecting. I'm not writing from myself, but I also am. I'm writing from a character, but the character is me. I don't think of myself. I don't think of reality as anything real. To see what's real as reality is too much for me. To connect myself and be honest is too much. It makes too many walls, traps me here. I live in my head. I am never fully anywhere, because in my head is where I spend most of my time. I'm always in the land that is my mind, and I never leave. I slip in and out the doorway, but I am never more than 2 steps away. I can never leave my mind like someone who is truly an artist can. I pretend I am good at these things that I prefer, but how can you excel at something you never knew how to do? I was in my feelings. I was in my feelings on that. Hey, if you can connect to it, I'm glad for that. I don't remember when I wrote that or like what point in life I was in, but I can definitely imagine, like, it does remind me of some things, but I don't know exactly when that was. Hey, I'll drink to that. Okie dokie. Thank you. I've always written in a very emotion heavy way, I guess. Very poetic in a way. Let's see. That it is. That is, it is. Oh, I know what that is, okay. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, that's not me. That's not me. I have a lot of really random things in here. Yeah, he's a little bunny. Isn't he so cute? Here's a poem. Here's a random poem that I did. Also very, very old. I'm scrolling back as like I haven't written like this in a long time. This stuff is back from like late high school, early college time frame for me, which I graduated from college in 2019. So, just to give you the time frame of this. But this is a poem. I mean, in a way, yes, but also in a way, it was just, the ramblings of a young person, So I guess it depends on how you think of it. This one is kind of deep, though. This one is kind of deep. Don't read too far into it. Don't overthink it too much. Okay. Your darkness, that is a shadow. A shadow of the demons that haunt you, of your past and your future and all that's between, of your mother who tells you that you need to get used to suffering because you deserve it, of your father who assures you he's doing his part as he sits in his dirt, of your brother who laughs when you fall, of your sister who cries because she knows too much. This darkness is so many shadows. Behind all the things blocking that sun, the light from reaching you. This darkness is cold and lonely, suffocating you in each cry you make. No one can hear you. No one can hear you because behind these so many things is the darkest corner in which you reside. No one can hear you because the cries you make are silent. Silence that is so loud in your ears that you fear they will bleed. Silence that is so much so that you are left alone. This darkness echoes, swirling around you, as everything whines and whines, as everything shrinks, as you shrink, and you shrink. You get so much smaller, so much less than what you are, that the shadows turn and eat you whole. So that one's kind of... That's something. Right? Yeah. That was definitely teenage years. I think that was for a project for like... I don't remember. It was something. I formatted it in a visual way. So like, you read it like the way I read it, but whenever it would talk about being like shadows and like shrinking and stuff like that, I also formatted the words to do the same thing. So it was good to like look at. Thank you, Beetle. Thank you. I only wrote when I was like feeling not good, so I don't really have anything that's not a bummer. Everything else is like essays and stuff in here. Essays on foodborne illness, finance, case study, nuclear medicine, yeah, I do like it. Here's a random one. It's another thing that I do not remember at all writing. This could very well be like, I could have been 15 or I could have been 17, I don't remember. In a place of barren lands and barren people, there were barren thoughts and barren actions. There was nothing done, and what was done was nothing. There was no love, no hate, no war, no peace. There was only living all at the same time. Living in the sense of living, not in the sense of living to the fullest. There was no fullest living for these, and there was no knowledge of it. Until there was she, who felt anything but barren, who was anything but barren. She was a girl of nothing understood. Her parents saw her smile, and they did not smile in return. There were no tears as she was given to the town orphanage, and the only tears were hers as she was tormented for just that. Her tears and her smiles were nothing if not peculiar, and she was therefore peculiar in no positive connotation. Though she was so full of light and color, no other understood nor accepted it until she did. It's something. It was something. Looks like that's all I have in here. Everything else is homework. And a couple fan fictions I'm working on. Yeah. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you were stressed, are stressed. I hope that you stop being stressed. If anybody else wants me to read anything, I would be happy to. Beetle, Stagger, I know both of you write things. You want me to read anything? I would love to. I'm a little bit tempted to do the to be or not to be soliloquy. I have some of it memorized, but not as much as I used to. Let's see. I'm not gonna look at it yet. I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna say what I remember. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep. No more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. Darn, that's as far as I remember. Okay, let me Google it. To be or not to be. It is a soliloquy. I don't know why it's listed as a monologue. Anyway. Ahem. No, this isn't the full one, that's why. Alright, I guess. Okay. The original is longer, but this is a shorter version. Alright. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing in them, to die, to sleep, no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub, for in that sleep of death what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of despised love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns the patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt in sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills that we have, than to fly the others we know not of. This conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied over with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment. With this regard the currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now, the fair Ophelia, nymph, in thy horizons be all my sins remembered. It's so good. It's so good. He was spitting facts for real. Oh, Shakespeare. So good. Alright, let's see. Thank you, Beetle. I will take another sip. Let's see. Maybe I can read some of Richard Sykin's stuff. I'll read a couple poems and then I'll end. You know, I would love to just read the entirety of The Pig Man by Paul Zindel, I believe the name is. Paul Zindel. I love that book. That is such a good book. Anyway, I'll read this and maybe one more, and then I'll start ending. Meanwhile, by Richard Sykin. Driving, dogs barking, how you get used to it, how you make the new street yours. Trees outside the window, and a big band sound that makes you feel like everything's okay. A feeling that lasts for one song maybe, the parentheses all clicking shut behind you, the way we move through time and space, or only time, the way it's night for many miles and then suddenly it's not, it's breakfast, and you're standing in the shower for over an hour, holding the bar of soap up to the light. I will keep watch. I will water the yard. Knot the tie and go to work. Unknot the tie and go to sleep. I sleep. I dream. I make up things that I would never say. I say them very quietly. The trees in the wind, the street lights on, the click and flash of cigarettes being smoked on the lawn, and just a little kiss before we say goodnight. It spins like a wheel inside you. Green, yellow, green, blue, green, beautiful green. It's simple. It isn't over. It's just begun. It's green. It's still green. I love him. He does so good. Oh, Richard, your poetry is so good. What's another one? I would love to find the one where he compares love to religion. Let's see. Planet of Love by Richard Sykin. Imagine this. You're driving. The sky's bright. You look great. In a word, in a phrase, it's a movie. You're the star. So smile for the camera. It's your big scene. You know your lines. I'm the director. I'm in a helicopter. I have a megaphone and you play along because you want to die for love. You always have. Imagine this. You're pulling the car over. Somebody's waiting. You're gonna die in your best friend's arms. And you play along because it's funny, because it's written down. You've memorized it. It's all you know. I say the phrases that keep it all going and everyone plays along. Imagine someone's pulling a gun and you're jumping into the middle of it. You didn't think you'd feel this way. There's a gun in your hand. It feels hot. It feels oily. I'm the director and I'm screaming at you. I'm waving my arms in the sky and everyone's watching. Everyone's curious. Everyone's holding their breath. I love that. I love this man. So this is a quote that I'm going to finish with this. It's a quote that I really identify with. I'm cutting off the last sentence of it because I don't identify with the last sentence, but the rest of it I really identify with this feeling. It is, love for you is larger than the usual romantic love. It's like a religion. It's terrifying. I enjoy that. Something I romanticized ever since I was a kid is that love is like a religion. If you love somebody, they turn into a god, but you can't control what kind of god they turn into. Ooh, I love that. To fall in love is to create a religion that has an infallible God. Some of these quotes, I don't know where they came from. I'm just looking at something on Tumblr right now. This is a good one. I wonder who wrote this. You're in a car with a beautiful boy, and you're trying not to tell him that you love him, and you're trying to choke down the feeling, and you're trembling, but he reaches over, and he touches you like a prayer for which no words exist, and you feel your heart taking root in your body, like you've discovered something you didn't even have a name for. I love that. That's really good. I'm screenshotting that. But yeah, I identify a lot with considering love to be a very large thing. I feel that. Alright. I think that'll be all I do for now. No one asked for any praise or anything. What's up with that? I'm gonna leave those redeems there because I'm personally offended that no one redeemed them. Like what? You don't want me to praise you? You don't want me to say that you're good, you know? Beetle, you especially. I might even give it to you for free. Are you listening, Beetle? Quit watching Aiden. What if that was the plan all along? I mean, that's convoluted. But no, tune into me, Beetle. Tune into me for a second. I'm gonna praise you. Are you listening? Are you ready? Let me collect myself. No, you do though, because I decided it. Okay, let's see. Okay, you probably heard my fingers just pop. But anyway, Beetle, you are a very cool person, a very reliable friend. I have a lot of respect for you for how much you take care of the people that you care about. You do a lot for people, even if they don't really see or recognize it. I can tell that you're always trying. I think you're doing a great job in making the people around you happy and helping people feel better about themselves. And I'm so proud of you for how much you've done and how wonderful of a person that you've become. I feel very honored that I've been able to be a part of your growth and to see it, maybe not firsthand, but close enough. I have a lot of strong feelings. You're a wonderful person. You don't go unnoticed, little guy. You're a good one. That's my freebie of the day, because I feel like I know Beetle pretty well. I can confidently speak on him. So with that, don't say that, Beetle. What if you get in trouble? Don't say that. Wait, shoot. I don't know how to. I don't have my little. I want to delete that comment. No, don't. Beetle's a good guy. He's a good little guy. Alright. I can't remember how to do this right now. Come on. Just you wait. Once I have a better understanding of you as a person, Stagger, and you, Fool, I'm coming for you. You will hear my praise, with or without the redeem. But if you want to redeem the redeem, feel free. I would be happy to tell you anything you want to hear. But for now, I'm going to send you... Let's see. Who should I send you to? I mean, there's no point in sending you to Aiden because you're already watching him. I don't have anybody else that I would rather send you to, though, so I guess you'll just keep watching Aiden. If you feel that way, I'm very glad, Stagger. We'll rate Aiden. Oh, Fool is? You're right, Fool is. Well, screw that then. Screw that guy. We're going to Fool. Okay. Well, I hope that everybody enjoyed my little stream. I don't know how ASMR it was, or if it was even like good or anything, but I hope you liked it anyway. I enjoyed chatting with you at least. I appreciate everybody who stopped by, and thank you again everybody who followed. Appreciate ya. Thank you. I am going to try to keep this VOD. I'm going to try to upload it to my YouTube. I don't have an official YouTube, but I have a YouTube. And I will be uploading it, and I'll share the link if it uploads successfully. So, I hope you liked. If it made you sleepy, then I'm honored. If it didn't, that's okay too. I would love to lull you to sleep. Anyway, the raid's about to go. Anyway, be kind to yourself. Remember that you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're so appreciated, you're so important. I love you very much. Mama, 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 mama.